Hello gang, I want to go over a few comments for the projects that I noticed. I sent out an email and I just want to go over it, a few things one more time. First of all is the private label and the competitive advantage that the private label offers you. If you go back to the key success factor video, you will see plenty of things that a good private label company can offer you. It's almost immediate competitive advantage opportunities. So what I noticed with some of the projects is the guy in the street. We're going to buy juice from the local vendor, and then we're going to brand it and put it in the stores. My question is, how long would that fruit juice last? How long is the shelf life? And really, is it something that's not what we're about? It's just not what we're about. Because what kind of competitive advantage would you have against the guy in the street with the juice? Another thing that might come up is the Cut-A-Brute woman who makes the Cut-A-Brute and candies and stuff like that at her house, and you're going to buy it from her and then brand it. Here again, we really can't depend on them being there next week. They might get tired. I mean, if they're going to do 1,000 units, and that's not what they're about, and all kinds of things like that. Now, we go take that to our marketing offer. The marketing offer isn't just about product and service, just generic products and services. Our marketing offer, if we use the advantage of the private label, could result, and it should result, in confidence in the product and trust in the product. Trust being the big one. We got a nice state-of-the-art factory, great packaging, all the hazards have been taken care of, the food safety if it's food, and things like that. So really, when you compare, if you look at this and this, do you get confidence in the product and trust? Maybe you've seen the seaweed drink person who's selling the seaweed out of old Guinness bottles. I mean, I don't trust it. No way. I know they don't have seaweed maybe in Chicago, but if there was a drink manufacturer, I would, it was properly done. It's trust. The private label can offer you trust in the product, and that's part of what goes into the marketing offer. If you see the people selling coconut water out in the street, I mean, what's the difference between Grace coconut water and their coconut water? It's a big difference, right? And a part of that is a marketing offer. It's not just a product or a service or a blend of the two. It's confidence and trust in the product. And that's one of the key success factors that we need for our product, is people to trust it. I'll make the example of maybe a locally made chip or something and a Doritos chip. If you were to go to the grocery store at 8 o'clock at night and buy both of them, would you're driving home in the dark, and the Doritos bag, you just pop it open and eat it. Why? Because trust and confidence. The other one, you might be going, let's turn on the dome light and check it out. Maybe we'll just wait until, we don't know what's in there. We don't have that trust. Now, with your marketing offer, we also got to put in that brand. That's a big part of this class is about branding. So we have the brand, and the brand offers us possibilities for emotion with the product. You might have some kind of emotional attachment to it due to the brand and what they stand for. Also, the personal identity. People get attached to brands, and that becomes part of them. Also, some of your products, we'll put that up there. beauty, comfort, and hope. If it was for cosmetics, they say they're not just selling cosmetics, it's hope. And you can have convenience, all the locations that you're in, that's part of your marketing offer. It's not just a product or service, it's all of these other things that we include the brand, and what that does for the product, and the confidence, and a lot of these things, are free. So think about that. Your product offering is not just the product or service. If you attach that brand to it that attracts that target market, then and it's almost free. Then your product's much more than just seaweed on the street, or watermelon juice from Albert Street or something. Now, next thing, one more time, we've looked at the competitive analysis. I've looked at all of them that were in the forums and commented on them. I was not seeing the 4 Ps for all the competition, which would be the product, price, place, promotion, and then the 4 Ps for you, and then you can see how you fit in and what makes you different. Is there a need for your product? Now, just yesterday in this room, I was talking to a group that were making soap, and they've got a private label. It's all done, they can make it, and it can be nice. And they were talking about the price. And first of all, the soap is natural. It's natural, it's organic, and apparently it's going to result in smooth skin, no more chemicals and stuff like that. So also, it's a feel good to know that you're using a soap that's all natural, organic, and it works, we hope. Cleanliness. And we have all of that. So I asked them, it's a specialty soap. It's different. It's according to them, their competitive analysis didn't show any natural organic soaps on the market. So they're different. And we started looking at their competition. I asked, have you looked at all of the soaps? And the conversation came up to, what about Rosa, and what's the cost? What will be the target price on the soap? And they said $175. And I go, oh my goodness me, you have all of these attributes, all of this stuff, and you're only charging $175. Well, actually, I don't know anything about soap. Go to the grocery, I pick up Rosa's, only to find out that Rosa's soap is maybe the cheapest soap there is. And they said it was for poor people or frugal people, and well, I guess I'm in the frugal category or the poor category or the just don't care category. So we started to look at it, and if we were to do a positioning map with quality and price going up, quality going up, start looking at this, and we start analyzing, and it says, well, wait a second, let's just, before we do that, we have Rosa, we have Dettol. I don't know how much Dettol is. Is it $210 or $150? I don't know. Is it in the cheap category? And then we have the Zest, the Dial, the gels, all the fancy gels. When we polled the audience, a lot of people use gels. They don't use bars of soap. Dove, and all of these. And these ended up being like closer to the $225 range or something like that. So we could look at this situation with soap as these are for the cheap people, and these are for the sophisticated market. So we could actually separate that. Now let's go over to our positioning map. And was, price. Well, these are higher price. You might have the gel up here, and they're perceived. The perceived quality is that. And then the Dial and the Dove the Zest, and we have all of these up here, kind of in the $2 range. And then we have the offering for the Dettol might be for itchy skin or something, I don't know. And then we have Rosa down here, and Rosa's at $1.35. So you can see just on the price and the perceived quality of the product, the benefits, that there is a potential hole in the category for the soap people, the project. All natural. And it might be here on quality, it might be here on quality, but they put it right here at $1.75. So without any other information, without doing my own research, I can kind of see what they're getting at. I thought $1.75 was kind of cheap, you know, perception of quality and price and all that. But if it is true that Rosa is $1.35 bar, and all of these up here are $2 plus, they consider the perceived quality of Rosa as being low. It's for the low cost person. And their project is going to be right here, right here. So you can see that there might be a place for them. Not only are the attributes different and unique from what's offered on the market now, but also their price range, they're gonna hit them on quality. Maybe the quality's up here, I don't know, and get them a little bit on price, a little bit lower. So you see that little hole gap in the market right there. So, good. Just some things I want you to consider with your project.